What's up, guys? I'm LQ. This is the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff. I love to talk about movies, video games, comic books, TV shows. If it's geeky, if it's nerdy, I love to talk about it right here. And right now, I want to talk about The Boys Season 2, Episodes 6 and 7. And yeah, The Boys Season 2 has been very good so far. Very good. Not as good as Season 1. Has not been as good as Season 1. And that's not to say that The Boys Season 2 is bad, because Season 1 was really good, and it was going to be hard to match that, and they have struggled to match that. And to say that The Boys Season 2 has not been as good as Season 1, it can still be real good, because it is. The Boys Season 2 has still been really good so far. The problem is with the boys themselves. You know, the Butcher, Mother's Milk, Frenchie. The problem has been with them, because the heroes, the Soups, the Seven, are still radically entertaining. Homelander's a train wreck of a person, but it's a train wreck you can't take your eyes from. He is a horrible, despicable human being, but you can't take your eyes from him. He's engrossingly entertaining in his macabre sense of, in his macabre worldview. He's senselessly entertaining. And now he's a pawn. He is straight up a pawn now to Stormfront. Stormfront, who is now going to be entirely running the show because she knows how to manipulate a simple mind like Homelander. Yes, Homelander's incredibly dangerous. He's got the powers of Superman, essentially, but he's still a simple-minded person. Where Stormfront is a true villainess, because not only does she have incredibly dangerous powers, but she also has the mental acuity to be dangerous as well. And that's something that Homelander just doesn't have. And that's the storyline I've been most interested in this season, is the storyline between Homelander and Stormfront. Watching her manipulate him the way that she knows how. I've also been interested in the Deep / A-Train / the Eagle storyline with the church. It's been interesting. I mean, clearly I think that this is a take on Scientology. And Scientology, which is, you know, very, what's the word I'm looking for? It's definitely very manipulative in the way it works, and they're using a lot of the same manipulation tactics in this as they do with the Church of Scientology. So I'm definitely interested in that storyline as well. The Maeve storyline has been interesting, with her and her significant other, and how that affects her persona, her public persona on the Seven. All that has been good, guys. The Seven is stuff that I'm legitimately interested in. Black Noir, his storyline, you know, we've seen much more of Black Noir this season. So yeah, the Seven has been engaging. The problem is that the boys have not been engaging. I haven't cared at all about Butcher's storyline. And that's, I think, one of the problems, is that Butcher's storyline ended at the end of Season 1. Where do they go from here? I think we're having a difficult time really figuring out where to take Butcher from here after he learns that his wife is still alive. That's been the issue. And now that we know that his wife is still alive and she doesn't want to abandon her son, where does he go from here? He's been kind of in this dangling storyline where we really don't know where he's going to go next. He's gone off separate from the boys. What do we do next with him? And that's kind of been my issue with, like, Mother's Milk and Frenchie and the other members of the boys. They're kind of in this weird limbo area where their storyline is kind of in limbo right now, where we don't really know what their next step is going to be. So yeah, I haven't found the boys themselves to be interesting, really, in the slightest. That being said, I think that Huey obviously does have the most interesting storyline out of the boys because of his relationship with Starlight. And Starlight's story is taking some fun, unexpected detours. I never expected her to get caught by the Seven and be branded a traitor. That led to a very fun detour fun detour with Lamplighter. And that was an exciting sequence. And then to see Maeve interact the way that she did with Starlight when Starlight was trying to break out, it adds layers to Maeve's character as well. And that's one of the things I like about the show, is that the characters are all very layered, except for Homelander, who's just simple. But yeah, Erin Moriarty, she does such a good job playing Starlight, and I really think we're going to see her star start to grow, because I think we're going to start seeing her pop up in a lot of things now, because she's really done a great job as Starlight. Yeah, I would like to see the boys' story become a little more defined. Right now, their storyline is about taking down Vought, and not so much the supers anymore. And the supers are kind of caught in this identity crisis, which is a lot of fun, because Stormfront has brought to front and center this identity crisis that the supes are having themselves. And Homelander's buying in because he's simple. And he's simple. And I hate to keep saying that, but it is. But that's one of the fun, exciting things about his character, is just how simple he is and how easily he's manipulated and how dangerous that can make him, especially when you start taking into account his son and Butcher's wife. When you start taking all that into account, there's a lot of threat there. And I love the fact that Stormfront, in her evil, manipulative ways, she was able to ease into that relationship and get between the boy and his mother, and literally make the boy turn against her, and they take him away. It was phenomenal. I mean, it was incredibly predictable, but it was still phenomenal story writing, because that was the most horrific outcome possible. And you knew it was going to happen. You knew it was going to happen because it was the most horrific outcome possible. So, guys, I'm really enjoying The Boys Season 2. It's not quite to the level of Season 1, but let's see how it plays out. Let's see how it ends, because I'm waiting for the boys themselves to really work their way into the storyline in a meaningful way. Right now, I feel like so many of the boys you can just take out. They could have deleted them and just focused on the 7 and maybe Huey, and you would have still had your narrative. So there's got to be something. At some point, there's going to be a convergence where the boys are going to converge with the 7, and I'm anxious to see that happen, because I've been waiting for it. But other than that, guys, this has been a great season so far. There's a few episodes left. Let's watch it and have some fun, because it's been a great ride. And I know that Season 3 has been greenlit, so it is coming. So, guys, Boys Season 2, a lot of fun. But specifically, episodes 6 and 7 have been very good, especially in the way that the 7, especially in the way that Stormfront and Homelander have been interacting with each other. So, but that's just one person's take. What have you thought of The Boys Season 2 so far, specifically episodes 6 and 7? Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. And as always, thank you so much for joining me here at the Yoki Review, where we get to talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff we love to talk about. Until next time, we'll see you later.